All right, there's a live press conference we're being told by Indira Jaising on that huge sexual harassment claim by a judge in Madhya Pradesh. Let's cut across.
No response, everybody turns a deaf ear. Ultimately, on the 14th of July, she approaches the Chief Justice of Madhya Pradesh for an appointment, and on the 15th of July, she receives a call from the Secretary to the Chief Justice saying that an appointment will not be given. Now, it is in these circumstances that on the 15th of July, she has tendered her resignation. I think it's up to you to make up your own mind what's happening out here. And since these are all issues which are going to be the subject matter of an inquiry, I need say no more, except that to me, it is very apparent what is going on over here. So let me come straight to our demands. We have been told that from news reports, actually from the media, she has addressed her complaint to the President of India, inter alia to the Law Minister, and I believe to the Chief Justice of India. But there are conflicting reports as to whether the Chief Justice of India has received this complaint or not. Some news reports indicate he has, others indicate that he haven't. We are not concerned with that. We do understand that the Chief Justice will initiate his own inquiry processes. What we are here to demand is something very different from civil society. The first thing that we wish to do is to appeal to all members of Parliament to initiate impeachment proceedings against this judge. Now, as you probably all know, impeachment procedure begins with the signing of a motion by at least 50 MPs if from the Rajya Sabha or 100 MPs if from the Lok Sabha. We are here to appeal to the elected representatives of the country to rise above partisan party lines, make this a bipartisan issue, demonstrate their commitment to the women of this country, mobilize, lobby, and get those 50 signatures any which way and demand that there is an impeachment of this judge. Now, you must know the procedure, I'm sure, for impeachment. If 50 MPs from the Rajya Sabha or 100 MPs from the Lok Sabha sign a motion, the Speaker or the Chairman of the Rajya Sabha has no option but to keep that motion pending, and then under the Judges Inquiry Act, a committee is appointed consisting of 3 persons, one a Supreme Court judge, obviously to be nominated by the Chief Justice of India, 2 a Chief Justice of the High Court. Again, I take it that the Chief Justice of India will nominate such a judge, and an eminent jurist. A full-fledged inquiry is conducted at which he will be given an opportunity to present his case. If he is found guilty of proven misconduct, then the motion which is kept pending will be presented to Parliament and there will be a vote on it. So as I said, our appeal is to the elected representatives of this country to rise to the occasion, cut across party lines, mobilize, sign a motion for impeachment and get this process moving. Secondly, we appeal to the Chief Justice of India to initiate his own inquiry into these allegations swiftly and not to assign any work to this judge during the pendency of such an inquiry. Somebody just came up to me and told me there's breaking news that he's been transferred out of Madhya Pradesh. No, I'm sorry, this will not do. He has to be suspended from all work. We don't want him to go to some other high court and harass somebody else over there. The third demand that we make is the Chief Justice of India must immediately set up the internal complaints committees within the Supreme Court of India in accordance with the Vishaka guideline with an external member to entertain complaints not only by women lawyers, but now, as we can see, also from women judges of sexual harassment by judges. And last but not the least, perhaps most significantly, we demand that her resignation should not be accepted by the judiciary. An acceptance of her resignation will be a black letter day for this country, for the judiciary of this country. There is no question. She has resigned, she says, to protect her honor, but the ball is in the court of the judiciary. Will they accept the resignation? We quite clearly demand that this resignation be not accepted at all. And this full-fledged inquiry be conducted. And she be given appropriate and adequate work assignment, and an atmosphere which facilitates dignity of women, and particularly, of course, of women judges. So these are the facts. I'll hand over to Uma Chakravarti, who all of you probably know. Can you introduce her, please? I request Uma Chakravarti to speak briefly. We'll take questions. We will.
डिमांड्स को हिंदी में बोलना है।
ठीक है, थोड़ा सा संक्षेप रूप में आपको हमारी मांग बता दूंगी। सबसे पहले हम ये मांग कर रहे हैं इस देश के संसदों से कि आप इस अवसर पे एकदम जल्दी इम्पीचमेंट शुरू कीजिए। इसके लिए 50 एमपीज राज्यसभा उनकी सिग्नेचर चाहिए और लोकसभा से 100 एमपीज की। एक बार इम्पीचमेंट प्रोसेस शुरू हो गया, उसके बाद एक फुल फ्लेज इंक्वायरी होगी। उस इंक्वायरी के 3 सदस्य होंगे। चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया एक सुप्रीम कोर्ट के जज को नॉमिनेट करेगा, एक चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ द हाई कोर्ट को नॉमिनेट करेगा और एक एमिनेंट जूरिस्ट। एक पूरी सुनवाई होने के बाद उसको पूरी अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगी अपनी कहानी, अपनी बात इन सबके सामने रखने की। अगर ये प्रूव हो गया कि ये महिला जो कह रही है वो सच है, फिर इसको अपने पद से हटाया जाएगा। लेकिन उस समय तक हम रुक नहीं सकते। इस बीच हमारी ये मांग है चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया से कि तुरंत आज से कल से इस व्यक्ति को कोर्ट में बैठने ना दे, कोर्ट में बैठने ना दे, इनको जुडिशियल वर्क ना दिया जाए। और दूसरी हमारी ये मांग है कि हर कोर्ट में, सुप्रीम कोर्ट में, हर हाई कोर्ट में, हर डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट में एक जिसको हम विशाखा कमेटी कहते हैं, एक्सटर्नल मेंबर्स के साथ हो और जितनी भी पेंडिंग कंप्लेंट्स हैं, चाहे वो सिटिंग जजेस की हो, चाहे वो रिटायर्ड जजेस की हो, वो कंप्लेंट्स इस कमेटी के सामने रखी जाए। और फाइनली हमारी ये मांग है कि इस जज का इसका इस्तीफा मंजूर ना किया जाए। इस जज को एक अप्रोप्रिएट जगह पे असाइनमेंट दें और जुडिशरी की ये जिम्मेदारी होती है कि ये कंडीशंस ऑफ वर्क वहाँ ऐसे होने चाहिए जहाँ पे कोई सेक्सुअल हरासमेंट ना हो और एक जज, एक महिला जज अपना काम सही ढंग से कर सके। I request Uma Chakravarti, a well-known feminist historian, very actively engaged in the women's movement, to tell us why they think this is an issue of concern for all women in this country.
Yeah, let's shift a little bit this side. Mike, come. नहीं हो गया. Friends, I've had a long association with the issue of sexual harassment, having taught for 32 years in Delhi University and confronted.
All right, that was Indira Jaising addressing the press over this controversy that has been raging on for the last few days. Well, it's yet another sexual harassment complaint against a High Court judge, this time from another woman judge. The Additional District and Sessions Judge of Gwalior has leveled sexual harassment charges on a senior High Court judge of Gwalior bench. According to a report, the High Court judge had asked her to perform to an item song in a function at his residence. The victim avoided the function on the pretext of her daughter's birthday. Ironically, the victim was heading the Vishaka Committee Against Sexual Harassment. The victim resigned on the 15th of this month and complained about the incident to the Chief Justice of India, R.M. Lodha, and other Supreme Court judges. Serial petitioner and advocate M.L. Sharma has filed a PIL seeking a judicial inquiry into the matter, the High Court judge's suspension, and that an FIR be lodged against him. Meanwhile, the Gwalior Judge High Court, the Gwalior High Court judge has spoken to Headlines Today and refuted the allegations made by the woman judge as totally false and shocking. He has said that he is ready to face any probe by any agency, including the CBI, and if charges are found true, he would be happy to face even the death penalty.